Yeah, maybe we don't need to eat on mic during the recording. Welcome to It's Just Bits, folks. If you guys remember how well it went last time we had guests on our show and interviewed them, well, we've learned lessons. This will be fine. Welcome to the show, Joseph and Liam, the guys from the No Context College Football account, which is a way bigger Twitter account than I thought would ever accept a DM from me.
So I like to do front load plugs and back load plugs. So, for example, our plugs are linktr.ee/It's Just Bits. If you just Google It's Just Bits, we pop up everywhere. We got a Spotify. We have a live show coming up July 26th. That's in 2 days on Saturday. So come out to that. You can
This
get
may or
tickets
may
at the
not be out in
Linktree.
time for that.
I think we'll just release it today. Again, linktr.ee/It's Just Bits. And then I think that's all our plugs. So if you guys have anything you want to plug, do it now, and we'll do it at the end of the episode too.
You got anything, Joe?
No, I'm ready to go.
I mean,
at No Context College Football.
Yeah, at No Context
just No Context
Football.
College Football on Twitter. That's all I got.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's do this. There's lots of great stuff in the news. 2 dead dogs that I know of. So we can talk about those. We can talk about a cool new mayor, but we don't like politics. This is going to be a show that everybody likes. So
I say we talk about Justin Fields' excellent decision to sign to the Bears, personally.
I mean, we like that because we're in Chicago.
You're damn right. Woo, woo. One good quarterback. One good quarterback.
And that's all we have.
Good quarterback.
The system's not going to fit him or something.
You don't need a good team if you've got a good quarterback. It's going to be
you got to have that good offensive line to protect him, though.
Sorry, what? I didn't hear you.
Is that why we keep losing? Shit.
You guys need to have that good offensive line to protect him, though.
Yeah, we do not.
Yeah, no, I can't wait for
broken.
Justin Fields to be disappointing in the NFL because of the Bears.
All I have you know that Justin Fields was propped up by cortisone shots in his shoulder and still won against Trevor Lawrence. Right?
True.
Yes.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, but he had Ohio State talent around him, not Chicago Bears talent.
And now Trevor Lawrence is on Jacksonville being coached by Urban. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's evil.
Yeah. So that's fucked.
Not safe. Nobody's
It's
safe.
not safe for anybody.
Oh my God. Jacksonville's about to be the Patriots round 2. Christ.
If Urban can coach in the NFL, which remains to be seen.
True.
If Urban doesn't run Trevor Lawrence QB power over and over again.
Trevor Lawrence is like Scrappy Doo in this situation. QB power.
No, I think Urban knows how to make an offensive line.
I think
He does.
He's got Scooby in the whole gang.
I think if anything's going to be a problem for Urban, it's defense, but not that big of a problem. He just needs his defensive head coach to come with him, which if he gets that, then bada bing, bada boom.
I hear it's fun to.
Jacksonville gets a solid defense going. They could be a top-tier team for years to come.
Was Jacksonville good defense before? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's kind of what carried them during the AFC Championship run when they lost to New England.
God, we might have a
few years ago.
dynasty on our hands.
Yeah, the Bears.
Horrifying. Yeah, the Bears is what I've been talking about. They're the dynasty we have on our hands. I can't wait.
The Jaguars haven't been, had that potential since Mark Brunell?
They've been good for, or at least defensively, for a minute then.
I think we're doing a very good job of pretending to know about the NFL right now.
Mm-hmm. This is, if you haven't asked, I was about to change the subject, because if you asked one more question about the NFL, we're out. We got nothing left. College football, however, big old fan.
You jumped on Justice Fields being on the Bears, so I'm like, I have no idea what's going on with the Bears.
Well,
Okay, I'll tell you what's going on with the Bears. They've got Justin Fields.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all the things.
That's it. That's the whole story.
They've got Justin Fields and they've got Darnell Mooney. You don't need much else.
You do, though. Unfortunately,
No,
you need
I don't
a
think you
good
do.
coach, a good defensive line coach,
Are they
a
even
good
the second best team in Florida? I mean, the Dolphins are pretty good now. And then there's the
Bears
Bucs.
are the best team in Florida.
The Bears are in Chicago.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Jags still.
Let's talk about college football because
Please,
I don't
God,
think any
we're
of
out
us know what we're talking
we're
about.
out of professional.
No, here I will get the discussion rolling with saying something to make people mad. I'm not impressed by Ryan Day. I'm impressed by the players that he has, but I'm not impressed when someone puts together a team out of great players. That's why that's like Tom Allen. I'm more impressed by his coaching because he made Indiana a contender.
What Tom Allen has done at Indiana, I think, is really incredible, considering they used to be the joke of the Big Ten.
And they gave Ohio a run for their money.
Yeah, they gave Ohio State a run for their money, and they're a serious contender now. I mean, he's building something strong out there, and I think they could contend for the Big Ten for years to come.
That's cooler to me than Ohio State continuing to be good.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, and it's more fun for the sport too.
Have you ever
when bad teams become good, everybody loves that.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Ohio and asked them about OSU?
I've never been to Ohio. I was at Purdue the other week when my brother graduated. But
I went to Ohio and I was like, "Hey, how'd OSU do this week?" And they're like, "We don't watch OSU." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "They won. They won. You don't have to ask. They won."
How many times do I tell you? Everybody in Ohio is absolutely focused on the Akron Zips. Everybody cares about how the Akron Zips are doing.
Go Zips. Well, it's because even Ohio's like, we don't give it. I mean, they won, so it's not interesting for us to watch because they just keep winning.
And there's other things in Ohio. Like, what else does Indiana have?
Yeah, Indiana's just IU.
And Nebraska.
Indiana, Notre Dame, Purdue, and Indiana.
Well, yeah, but they're like professional-wise.
Notre Dame.
Oh shit! The Pacers. I don't know.
They do have. They got the Pacers. I guess they got the Colts, but mainly
they have the Colts.
The stadiums in Indianapolis are for Big Ten championships.
Yeah,
that's why they keep those running.
Exactly, and it's good. They do a good job. Fucking IU is Cinderella, and everybody loves the Cinderella story.
It was supposed to be Minnesota, and then they couldn't do it this year.
I just don't know who the pumpkin.
Oh, I thought Minnesota was going to be so good.
Minnesota was such a joke. Oh my god.
Well, they still got the Vikings, so they'll be all right.
But
yeah,
I liked Fleck as much as I liked
and nobody else.
I like PJ as much as I like Tom Allen, but it just didn't.
Didn't PJ get fired?
PJ did not get fired. You may be thinking of the basketball coach of Minnesota.
That's the one. I'm bigger into basketball than football.
Tino got the axe.
I think Liam's more basketball than I am, but he's big for both. But I'm a big football guy.
Well,
hockey is also my thing.
You know that it's a disgrace that Cashman got pushed down to fucking D4 basketball. Then, absolute.
Yeah, apparently he was the only good player on MSU because they didn't do great this year. But let's not make these guys talk about a cool sport.
Fine.
No, the thing we actually wanted to ask you about is how the fuck is Harbaugh still employed?
Honestly, I've been surprised at that. My take on Harbaugh is if he went to a smaller, lesser-known school like that was trying to make the jump to powerhouse, like how he brought Stanford into the mainstream, like, I don't know, like a San Diego State or Nevada, I feel like he'd really succeed at one of those places. But I feel like the big stage like Michigan is just too much for him.
Yeah, he'd be the fastest runner if he quit running against Usain Bolt and start running against toddlers. You really do a great job.
Maybe like Duke or Virginia, I feel like he could do a good job at one of those schools to turn them into a contender.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Michigan, it's too much pressure given the history of the school.
And Michigan is like, Michigan and MSU does not have a football rivalry because Michigan is so much better than MSU at football. They have a basketball rivalry. That's what I fucking always say. So it's like,
yeah, but are they now though? Because I totally agree with what you're saying about Harbaugh. I don't know why, like Ward Manuel doesn't know that about Jim Harbaugh. I know they brought him back. He was supposed to be, the golden boy, prodigal son returning, but he just has not done it. And I don't get how Lovey needs to go. I get why they would fire.
I'm so pissed Lovey got fired.
I get why they would fire Lovey.
Did not deserve to.
Did not deserve. He got what did he get? 2 seasons, and both seasons he went up against. Was it more than 2? He had
to have had more than 2 seasons.
How many? Whatever.
He brought Illinois to a bowl game.
Yeah,
the
last fucking 2 seasons he went on, he went up hard against Penn State, hard against OSU, put up a fucking contention. I think Lovey just knows how to play good teams. He doesn't know how to play bad teams. So you put him up against a bad team, and he's trying to bring this A game. He's trying to play finesse. He's trying to do all this shit, and you don't need to do that. You can walk through the giant hole in their defense that's always there.
It reminds me of Stanford because I'm a Stanford fan, and somehow Stanford
I'm sorry for your loss.
Games they should absolutely win, and we win games we have no business winning. Like, I don't know what happens, but
And
David Shaw, oh, we have the ball in their 35-yard line. Let's punt instead of kick a field goal. Like, seriously, man?
And that's the same thing with fucking Lovey, because he would be like, it's the same exact thing. It sucks. But if they had just left him around a little bit longer, he would have either been smart enough to be like, okay, we need to figure out how the fundamentals, because it seems like the problem they're not that great at the fundamentals, which is punch through a hole in the line or anything like that. They're good at fucking let's catch a Hail Mary and that kind of shit, which is good to have.
And you got to describe what's going wrong with Lovey. Harbaugh is just squinting and squatting down constantly and can't get his shit together.
Bad.
But there's still
Harbaugh looks like a confused dog that doesn't know what's going on.
all the time.
Why is Harbaugh's head cocked at the defense right now? It's just like,
What do you mean there's a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer?
He looks like a puppy when somebody says, "Do you want to go for a walk?" What?
I mean, the
If you
dude's
say
a
the word
gold
walk
mine.
around my dog, she starts jumping and barking, and
Just like
she goes
Harbaugh.
insane, man. Yeah.
Well, we
like,
work at the Big Ten Network.
Ball game.
They're just
We go to the- you wanna go for a ride on the ball game? You want to go for a ride on the bus? When we
You want to go for a
And they
ride on
haven't
the
even
bus?
come in. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Michigan's come even in second place in their division since Harbaugh took over. Like, it's been third or worse.
yeah, no, I think
every
you're correct.
time.
No, yeah. They had MSU took them for a run for their money, and I'm like, this should not be happening right now.
MSU has been decent. I
was
Decent.
at that Stanford Michigan State Rose Bowl, and that was one of the best games I've ever been to. Michigan State pulled that off, but that was quite the game.
I like to say that Michigan is the Bella Delphine of college football teams. She's good. She used to be great, but she's still good.
Who's Nebraska then? What washed up porn star are you going to compare to Nebraska?
Fucking Nebraska is. Ooh, hang on, I got one.
Ron Jeremy.
Can we say? Oh,
Nebraska's that, like,
Ron Jeremy.
C-list celebrity cousin that you forget you have.
and OSU is Johnny Sins.
Yeah.
No, Nebraska pisses
Well,
me off.
LSU is
They
probably
make
Johnny
the conference look bad because they keep acting like a blue blood and then getting rolled over.
Mhm.
A lot of send Iowa to go play Colorado next time.
Getting rolled over, just like Bella Delphine, and we're back. If you can't
I
relate
forgot my
college,
credit card, so I have to go back home.
this is a car podcast.
Is this your
man.
way to get off of the podcast? Like, oh, I gotta. I
No.
left my wallet at
I'm
home.
loving this so far.
I'm just driving the whole time. Oh, he
It's my
doesn't.
way to not have to use my own credit card to pay for my mom's car wash, because fuck that, it's like $65. Sorry, I don't know if you guys swear on this. My bad.
Oh,
No, never. We did not just record an episode about furry porn.
yeah, no, we're the
Very
dirtiest.
podcast.
We are the dirtiest podcast. We bill ourselves as
Okay,
literally
cool.
the dirtiest podcast ever to exist. So
I had
we're,
just gotten to the car wash. I'm like, let me get the card out. I didn't see it there, so I'm like, all right, I'm going back home.
I just related college football teams to porn stars.
But don't say
Only on
moments
this
ago.
podcast can you do that.
We have a very tight audience. And
it's you
but-
guys, by the way.
it's just you. A very tight audience, but our cast is very loose in the butthole region.
Speak for yourself.
Got to get back into key.
What do you guys think of Oklahoma,
The state or the team?
Just in general.
the team?
I'm anti the state. We have Ohio. We got enough corn. We don't need Oklahoma too. But the team's good. I mean, we don't know too much.
No, they wreck shop in the
They
Big 12 every year.
contend.
They can in the Big 12 though, and then outside of it, they don't. I don't think I've never seen them do as well as they seem to promise once they get into a playoff.
The reason the Big Ten is always touted is like, are they a good team or are they a good conference or are they like the Big 12 where there's just one fucking good person in the conference so they look phenomenal?
Well, the
That's-
Big Ten has always talked about that is that it's flat, and then you've got your Nebraskas on the bottom and your OSU's on the top. But
But other than
Yeah.
that, yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
but we. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Matt.
I have
ahead.
nothing.
Finish your
Go
thought.
ahead.
So, as a Stanford fan and a Pac-12 fan, Liam's a UCLA fan. Our conference, we never really have a
Nice.
top team. Our conference just always eats each other alive, so it's just
It's Big
a
Ten
mess,
too.
24/7.
Mhm.
It's a
Yeah.
disaster.
Oh, our rankings are never even fucking close. Like literally, once the like what the rankings are supposed to be, get upset in the Big Ten, and then they get upset outside of the Big Ten in like actual games all the fucking time. It's no problem.
And it's hard to build that resume that's going to get you into the playoff
Yeah.
when you're eating each other alive like that.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, they lost to OSU and Penn State, but Penn State just happened to be super hot that game because they're still Penn State.
Or Penn
and then
State
OSU's
lost to
OSU.
Indiana.
Yeah.
I think Franklin's going to get booted.
Oh,
Personally.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He's outie.
That's inevitable.
Not a chance.
I'm glad they didn't do it now. I feel like it's really weird to fire anybody after this season.
Yeah.
I feel like there weren't a lot of firings, really.
Lovey didn't deserve it, but other than that,
And
Yeah, Lovey, that was.
such bullshit. Maybe he's an asshole, though, because he keeps getting
I
fired.
don't know. He gives off like really nice, like that really cool uncle who never had kids that everybody loves vibes.
That uncle touches people, just so you know.
I think don't let him come to the memories on his own. Okay, we can't force him.
Have you heard of Freud, Lovey Smith? No. Don't remind me of Freud.
And then Saban just got extended, so I love that for the whole.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, well, I mean, of course, Saban got extended.
Yeah. Kelly's what, 72, I think the deal was.
Yeah, he's going to have to kill somebody in cold blood on camera to get
He's
fired.
probably just going to die
The
because
thing about-
Alabama's just been amazing.
The thing about Saban that always surprises me is Googling him and finding out he's 5'6".
What? He wouldn't even be
He's
allowed
the
to play.
smallest person on the field, but he strikes fear in the hearts of everybody.
Well, he's got that small man energy. It's a scary energy, man.
That small
if
man
Nick
complex.
Saban were 6 foot, Alabama would not be in the playoffs as much.
Who is that Nevada basketball coach? Eric Musselman?
How
A
you
really angry short
Muscleman, yeah.
Muscle?
Yeah.
That's a great name, too.
Muscleman.
No fucking way. That's his name.
I mean, that's why Tom Izzo is one of our favorites because he's a shorty too, and he's absolutely reaming out 7-footers.
Oh,
who
and
are
they're
scared of him
scared.
as he's looking up at them.
Yeah, but when he hits him, it's not domestic abuse. It's just like stubbing their toe.
That's just how he coaches.
It's like my ex yelling at me, just looking up and screaming.
Well, I mean, we don't need to get into domestic disputes on this podcast, but we can if you want us to.
Bernie Jordan's okay, but domestic
Hey,
goes.
Kylie, we'll get his fiance in here. Kylie, what are you mad about right now?
Kylie, come here. Will you hold the
She doesn't seem interested.
Will you hold the dog up in front of the camera? Yay!
We're doing well. This is going to be audio when we
Oh,
release it.
damn it!
So this, I know this is just for them.
You gotta yell something you're mad about.
Look, a dog and a
Aw.
lady.
Punched a fridge.
Yeah, she's mad about my broken hand because I punched a fridge.
I
I mean,
keep
we all
telling
punch
you,
the
this
fridge
is-
every now and then, so.
Yeah, but usually you win. I lost to a fridge like a douche. Dude, I'll send the group chat a picture of the X-ray after the podcast. There's a pin
Okay.
all the way through my pinky. Like it's
Oh, Jesus Christ.
disgusting. There's no bone left. It's just screw.
The X-ray looks like a scene from X-Men when
How
they're
did you
fucking
punch it? Did you literally just jab your pinky into it?
Yeah, no, he punched it.
Take
He,
that fridge, you asshole.
he punched it with excellent form, like a fucking karate master.
Like drinking a cup of tea, just.
Pinkies up, boys. Oh my god, it hurts so bad.
Yeah, but now your finger's never going to get sore when you're fingering because it's not. It's
Nice.
just a rigid.
God damn it, I gotta start fingering with my pinky. I can make all the girls come. It's an doctors hate him for this one method.
No, go talk to Pornhub. They could use that.
I pitched so many ads to Pornhubs, they will not respond. No, but I got really fucked up. And much like a football player before many, many concussions, I was not mad. I was just blackout drunk, and I decided to punch something. But instead of punching with good form and breaking my my pointer finger, I kind of glanced to fridge because it was a little bit behind me, so I had to do a full turn and punch. Completely misjudged
like
the distance. And
You didn't like the way the fridge looked at you?
I
The
was
fridge was being an asshole.
I was trying to get people to fight me, but as my sister described it, in like the friendliest way to start a fight.
This is what your audience would want, right? Your audience on Twitter, like they want a GIF of Trey Sermon making a funny face, and then stories about how we injure ourselves,
Mhm.
but not in a domestic violence way. It's not CTE, Not Chris Jericho. What's the wrestler that killed his wife? Chris Benoit. Wasn't Chris Benoit shit?
Balls. Yeah. So there's a pin in my hand now, and it's fun to go off during when I go through metal detectors. It's a ride.
I was just thinking, go through the TSA. They're going to be like, they're going to look at your hand and be like, what the fuck is this?
It's a goddamn weapon, bitch. Try and stop me.
You're
Cracks his finger open, pulls the pin out.
here.
Ah!
Can you give it back to me after the flight?
Ah! If I did that, I would not be in fighting shape.
You'd be in the fetal position in the airport, in the airplane bathroom.
I would just
sobbing.
be sobbing, and then whenever anybody opens the door, I try and stab their Achilles, but I miss horribly because I'm crying so much. I can't see straight.
Achilles of Troy.
What's your Achilles? My pinky when I rip the nail out of it.
Yeah, when you destroy it.
Oh my god.
All right, let's let this
I
poor man
live-
not talk about your fucking pinky.
I live in Idaho right now, in Boise, and
I'm
I've
sorry
yet
for your
to go
loss.
to a game on the Blue.
Mm.
I like it here. It's like California, but more relaxed. But I have yet to go to a game on the Blue, and my friend, I'm not going to name names in case anybody from the area hears it, but she tried jumping the fence to go lay down on the field with a player, like, in the middle of the summer. And she broke her leg and her foot jumping the fence.
Oh my
Jeez.
god. Did she get it caught in the fence? So it like she went down, but her leg stayed up?
It was just like a 6-foot drop or something, and she's like 5 foot nothing.
Yeah, that's a her foot drop.
Yeah. I don't know. That's the only story I have about the Blue because I haven't been to a game here yet. So
Why not?
But speaking of leg injuries, do you guys remember early last season? I know it was non-con games when Penn State blocked someone's punt and the dude's leg wrapped around the blockers. You remember that injury?
I do not, but when you
Vaguely.
said broken leg injuries, I immediately thought of Nick Chubb's.
Nice.
Oh, I immediately thought of Kevin Wares.
Oh yeah, the Louisville. Yeah, that was where my brain went first.
There's some bad or Anderson Silva, but that's MMA where he just wrapped
Imagine
his-
paying for front row, like courtside seats to a March Madness game, and then that's what you see.
That's
Yeah,
you.
just-
It's worth it.
Sticking at you. Yeah, on your part.
Money's worth getting money's worth.
Yeah.
Well, that's the great thing because we work at a sports network. Whenever there's a horrific injury that they decide not to show replays of, we get to watch it over and over.
In slow mo, on every angle, however you want
grab
to see
your
it.
chips and soda. You're like, hey, try this angle.
You can't fucking eat while you do it, man. We've seen the bad ones.
Every once in a while,
Oh,
people will be
God.
working on cutting something, and you just hear, "Oh God!" and then everybody goes. and
Everybody
crowds
goes right
around.
to that computer, and they're like, "Why? What's
As
up?"
they should.
It's disgusting. It's great though. There's some good shin to shin contact.
Shin-to-shin contact with the rapper, like basically that Anderson Silva injury, but
That was awful.
Yeah, I know.
I kept trying
when
to
he
show my
tries to
dad that
stand on
injury. He's like, go away. Leave me alone. I do not want to see this.
Well,
and he
your dad was
watches
right.
UFC.
Your dad was right.
He's like, leave me alone. I kept watching it. I kept sending it to all my group chats. I'm like, yo, guys, did you see this? And they're like, Joe, shut up.
Well, whenever I see those, whenever someone sends me that, I always watch it, and I never regret it except for one. It was gymnastics, and the girl's doing a front flip, and she's not high enough. So when she does the front flip, she doesn't land on her feet. Her heels just hit the ground, and she keeps going
Oh,
both knees backwards. And that's the one that I still can't get it out of my head. And I'm like, oh, you're right. I shouldn't have fucking watched that.
no.
Have you seen the people doing a leg press and the leg press, they overextend their
God.
knees and the leg press bends their knees the other way? That's the worst
No.
one for me.
But
Don't.
I remember the one at the Olympics. This guy broke his leg at the Olympics, and as they were stretching him off, they dropped him, and then he broke his other leg. And that actually happened to a dude at my dad's high school. So when my dad went to high school in Seattle, this guy broke his leg. He had to hop up the stairs on crutches. Dude made it to the top, lost his balance, fell down the stairs, and broke
Broke his other
leg.
leg. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I got some good high school ones. So I got two. This was the same wrestling tournament. In one wrestling tournament, so I used to go to a bunch of concerts, and I went and saw Steel Panther in like Iowa or in Indiana, and we live in Chicago. The
Okay.
night before a big wrestling tournament, so we don't sleep. We literally, because the wrestling tournament starts at 5 a.m. We get back from the concert at 3. We're literally like, let's just crash in the school parking lot. So we sleep in the school parking lot. We take the bus to the wrestling tournament. We go to the wrestling tournament. My first match, I break a kid's neck. My first match. I'm so fucking tired, and I'm up against some scrub because I'm out of my mind. I'm hallucinating. So I fuck up like a move. I fuck up a move, and I try and roll him over his own neck. Instead of like putting him to the side a little bit. Fucking destroy.
Are you not allowed to do that?
You are not allowed to do that.
Neck?
I got DQ'd immediately. But they were like, literally,
As
they came up.
TLC said, no scrubs.
Well, yeah, he was like the 16th seed at a tournament that's a local tournament. And I'm like, okay. So I just did it totally on accident. And they were like, are you going to, like, you should be charged with something. And I'm like, I'm very tired. And they're like, we'll just DQ you and call it a day, man. Go sleep in the stands. And then at that same wrestling tournament, I was asleep in the stands and I hear a
Broke
snap.
another guy's neck.
My own neck. I hear a snap from across the gym. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And one of my other wrestlers, who was like 100-pounder, broke another 100-pounder's arm so bad that you heard the snap from across like 4 wrestling mats in a stadium-sized gym. Everybody
With a
heard
crowd full of people cheering.
Yeah, no, you heard the snap, and everybody, like a fucking meerkat, looked over. And that we're both on the same team, and those were the only 2 injuries the whole tournament. So they're like, Wakanda's just out here fucking breaking people. What the fuck? It's great.
You guys look like a bunch of assholes.
I don't know. We wear that with a badge of honor because we're not that good of a team, but we do break spines.
I said,
like, we might
I
not
think that
win,
makes you a
but we'll
good team.
I think snapping someone's neck indefinitely makes you like an elite wrestler.
I think it makes
How
you
is
the
that
bad
not a
guy
tech
in
fall?
Karate
How is
Kid.
that not a tech fall?
Oh, because I was out of my mind, exhausted. So they're like, dude, we have to do something about that. And I was like, I don't want to take the win. And because I'm like, I'll do it again. Because I was in a bad bracket. I had just gotten, I was supposed to be varsity at that year, but I was still in a JV tournament. So it was
Dude,
like,
I think, by the way, that the cell data in Idaho might be fucked.
you might want to switch to just audio, buddy.
I think
Yeah.
it did it for you, I think.
If you just switch to
All right,
audio,
there we go.
it'll
Your camera quality is reaching Blair Witch levels.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
are
pulling
we
into my
watching
neighborhood, that's why.
Cloverfield right now? Is your neighborhood in a lead dome? What the fuck? Do you live in a
No,
tunnel?
it's actually really pretty. Like lakes and fucking. It's built around a big lake, so they just put ground over the lake.
No
so it's a
cell
bunch of
towers,
little
though.
mini lakes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I have like 2 bars, it says.
That's not enough bars, but I still appreciate it.
No, now that it's just audio, you're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, 2 bars as in bars of
He
signal.
was not talking about.
I thought you meant 2 bars within walking distance of your house.
We're
Alcoholic.
dangerously alcoholic.
We're talking about my cell phone signal. I say 2 bars. He's like, damn, you need more alcohol.
I have a problem, and
I
it's
don't know,
not
that
enough
would probably
alcohol.
No,
I
that's
got
a solution.
Okay, so the time I got one of the drunkest, my brother's ex-girlfriend's little sister had a quinceañera. And they decided to serve champagne at the quinceañera. I got so shit-faced at that quince. They had to take the champagne away from me.
That's so
I
funny.
think
That's
I
a
drank
good
like
place to
3
get fucked
bottles
up, too.
on my
Just-
own.
Oh my god, dude! Just the other
Okay,
day.
I'll be right back. I'm going to run inside.
Right on. Well, I'll share my drinking story, and then Liam, you got to share a drinking story too.
Or
I haven't drank.
Start now, and then by the end of the podcast, we've got a story.
yeah, by the end of the podcast, be drunk enough to do something stupid.
But I was at my fiance's lake house, and we were drinking
You
pretty
sound
hard.
very relatable right now.
we were drinking pretty hard at the lake house, and her stepdad never drinks with us. Like he hasn't drinking in years. So for the first time, he was like, all right, I'm going to get fucked up with you guys. Let's go to this local bar and do some shots of tequila. And I'm like, hell yeah. So we all drive over to the local bar. I take a golf cart because I'm already pretty fucked up, but there's no DUI limit for a golf cart.
And yet you still find yourself in a high-speed chase.
I did. And
High-speed chases.
On a golf cart. All right, so I'm drinking at a local bar with a guy who never drinks, and he's doing shots of tequila, and he's like, and so I see him doing shots of tequila, and I'm like, I know this guy never drinks, so I'm just gonna drink whatever he drinks, and then I'll be fine because he never drinks. This will be okay. Turns out the reason he never drinks is because when he does drink, people die. So I'm like, I'll just do his
necks
because he drinks so hard. So he's like, so he ends up doing 10 shots of tequila in about an hour and a half, and I black out at the third shot. So some people get married at the bar. My best friend and some random girl he got married. They did a fake wedding ceremony at the bar. And then we left him at the bar. The guy who got fake married, we forgot that he came with us, and we just left him at the fucking bar. And he had to jog 3 miles home, and then I take the golf cart to go back, and I go the complete wrong direction, literally the opposite direction from the house. So the whole time they're driving in a car behind me on 10 shots of tequila. I'm on 10 shots of tequila, and they're trying to pull me off the fucking road to get me to go the right direction. I thought they were just fucking with me, so I keep pulling around him and juking him out and shit.
When you're trying to put a collar on a dog or get something away from it, and think it's a game.
Like when your dog runs away and you're trying to catch it, and they're like, "Oh, this is a game," and you're like, "No, this is serious." That's what I was, the dog. And then eventually we get home. I fucking black out immediately. One dude repaints their couch with vomit. And then another one of my friends.
That makes it sound like it was already full of vomit. He repainted it with different vomit.
And then another one.
Yeah, he's just putting a second layer on there.
The second coat of vomit. It's not a party house.
That's
it's
quite
just
the
home.
image.
It was a lot of vomit. It still smells like vomit. But I have to say it like that because it wasn't a party house. We weren't at a frat house. This was just a home. They had live, laugh, love signs. It was like a white suburban home.
You turned it into a frat house.
Fucking frat house. And then eventually my friend finishes jogging home, passes out in the lawn, throws up, pees on a tree, lets the dog out, dog runs away, and I'm asleep at this point. Eventually they catch the dog, probably after like 5-10 minutes.
I heard it say 5-10 days. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, it came back with a scar over one of its eyes and a lot more muscular.
The dog looked like Vin Diesel in the Chronicles of Riddick.
All right, well, Liam, since you're so much of a better person than us and don't have stories about getting drunk and breaking the law.
He's a better person than me, too.
I get the pain.
Well, you could just tell us what you think about expanding the college football playoff. I'm trying to be a good host.
I don't like expanding it to 12 teams. I hate that very much.
No, oh, good. Let's fight about it. Why don't you like it?
Because I don't think we should be rewarding mediocrity, essentially. Like, I'm a person that loves bowl games and loves the subtle importance of New Year's Six bowls and all that people don't seem to care about, whatever. But so I don't know. I just want that to stay the same, and then I don't want these kids to have to play so many more games with the 12-team playoff and increase risk of injury and hinder their chances of going to play professionally, all while they're not getting paid in college. Like, I just don't like that.
We could always just start paying them.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
It's a rough sport. Do a long playoff.
I'm mixed on the 12 teams. On one hand, I would like it because when I think about that, I think about how that Stanford team that stomped out Iowa in the Rose Bowl, I think the way we played against Iowa that day, we could have beaten anyone that year. That was the year our only losses were Northwestern on opening day and then Oregon, which we lost when we failed a 2-point conversion as time expired. But on the other side, I really agree with Liam that like those New Year's Six, the history of the sport, like how the New Year's Six bowl games are so important, and so are all the other bowl games, that rewarding mediocrity isn't really something they should do. Like, do you really want like a 9-4 Big 12 runner-up Oklahoma State to be in the playoff? Like, do they really deserve that?
If they don't deserve it, they'll get knocked out.
Here's the argument I hear a lot.
It just feels like a complete waste of a game.
I see. I don't think
Well,
it is a waste of a
Alabama's
game,
going
though,
to beat
'cause
someone
there's
like
upsets.
Alabama's going to beat someone like. Are they though? Like Alabama's going to beat someone like 56 to 24 instead.
Okay, but
mean,
there's the hope
Alabama's
that
always gonna
Alabama
roll
gets
people.
upset by Oklahoma State. So
I don't know if we're talking about Alabama
don't live in that
LSU as
world.
much because they're always going to make it pretty fucking far. Nobody's going to need to worry about Alabama LSU. We're talking about like all the other teams that is like they might stand a chance against Alabama LSU, but they're in a tough conference, so it's hard to get that far.
And
It
I
would
know that
help
you can't
the
play as many
Pac-12 a
football
lot.
games.
It would
as you
help
play
the Big
basketball
Ten a
games,
lot.
But
True.
the upsets you see in March
Yeah.
Madness are crazy. So, you know,
Northwestern would have been in last year, right?
who would have?
Yeah, Northwestern would have been in.
Oh yeah.
And they had a solid team.
They had a solid team, solid games, but Penn State was good the day they played them. OSU is still fucking OSU every day, and IU had a contending team that year. So it was like, 3 losses, eat a cock. But it's
And then
in the
Wisconsin
Big
always
Ten,
fumbles the bag.
dude. I always say the same way that fucking Wisconsin should have been in there too, but whatever. I always say that the way that March Madness works is way better because in every basketball team is gonna have losses. They're gonna have losses, but in college football, if you have losses, you're just kind of fucked. But the Big Ten and the Pac-12 are set up because they're good. They're all around almost even good conferences. So they're set up so it's okay to lose. If you lose in the Big Ten, the Pac-12, that's fine. You just played a really good team. You can lose. But when you get to playoffs, you bring that same fucking mentality in. And that's how the upsets happen in basketball. And that's how all these fucking Big Ten, Pac-12 teams don't get a fair shake. That, in my opinion.
They're not going to get it with 4 teams because I mean, if there's undefeated teams, they got to go. And one team,
and then,
one-loss teams aren't losing it to 2-loss teams, but the 2-loss teams are worth seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the SEC, like, I mean, they're on such a different level than the Pac-12. Like, it's okay to lose in the Pac-12, but if you lose in the SEC, you're fucked.
You mean professional football? You mean the NFL?
No, the SEC.
We work for the Big Ten Network.
Yeah.
Big Ten's the premier conference in the country.
Yeah.
Fuck ESPN.
LSU, Alabama have been first and third for so many fucking years. It's insane. And I get it. I just think I don't think we're contending. I don't think we're taking all these other teams and contending them to win. I think we're contending them to get second,
year.
third, fourth, fifth. Which
I think it's also about the
deserve.
money. I mean, they want more money out of it too.
You get more money from playoff games than those
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's why they don't pay the
the
players.
more playoff games there are, ESPN will get exclusive rights to air the games. They'll sign some mega billion deal to get the games and stuff. Yeah, so I think it's more about money than actually declaring a fair.
No, it's
champion.
all about money.
Yeah, if they do it, it's going to be because of money. That's the only reason anything happens.
My favorite, if anybody's ever like, no, the ESPN football about the love of the game, I'm like, all right, go on broadcast television and say the word Super Bowl. Right fucking there. The biggest game of the year, you can't say the name on TV without paying them money. It's about fucking money, dude.
We're slightly hypocrites because it's about our money, but I do feel terrible.
I get a percentage of that money that they're not paying the players for.
I have never once put my body on the line, but we make way more money than the athletes we cover because we make some money.
We make an amount of money.
You make a amount. I mean, they make nothing.
Yeah.
Unless you go to Alabama or LSU because they got the $100 handshakes out there.
I mean, OSU's got that.
Oh, and then you get
People
a free
get
house
fucked.
or two, and then a free Porsche.
Yeah. Well, because you're good at football. You deserve it.
Yeah. I'm thinking about that Stanford
playing
Vanderbilt
football?
game last night. Stanford lost.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
that's
baseball,
a good game.
Did you see it?
No,
Did
Stanford.
you see how it ended?
How long,
Stanford
I didn't see it.
How long can you keep this?
Stanford was up. We were up 5-4 in the bottom of the ninth. We allowed 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth, and Vanderbilt walked off on a walk-off wild pitch to eliminate us in advance. Yeah, I was like, really?
That sucks. Was it?
And I just told my friend,
too,
Stanford's
right off the
eliminating
bat.
Vanderbilt. 10 minutes later, I saw we lost. I was like, shit.
How many games were in the series?
So it was the actual final. So Stanford made it to the final 18.
Damn.
So
is
it was
seven
an
games or 5
elimination
in
game.
college?
What? It's best of 3. So you lose 2 games in the semifinals of the College World Series, you're out. So Stanford had won, they had lost, and then they won 2. And then if they had beat Vanderbilt, they would advance to NC State. And if they beat Vanderbilt, or if they beat NC State 2 times, they'd be in the national title. And then it starts over best of 3. But they lost to Vandy. Now Vandy has to beat NC State 2 times, or they're out.
The things they have to do to keep baseball interesting.
I mean,
Holy
baseball just
shit.
takes fucking forever.
Have you ever gone to a baseball game sober
Yes.
after you were 21?
Yes, I regretted it.
It's
I was
awful.
at a minor league game sober the other day, and then I got shit-faced that
You
night.
saw the Zip sober? You son of a bitch.
Everyone would see the Zip sober. Everybody loved the Akron
To
Zip.
be fair, I was too lazy to go up and get a beer, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay
And they're
here.
$10, so you gotta
Yeah.
sneak in a flask, man. Now that I have the
I've been
metal
saying
hand,
this- you can
I
sneak
can sneak in a flask
I'm saying-
so fucking easy.
No. That's just my fucked up hand.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's a minor league game, so I mean, they really don't care, and it's low single A.
Is it single A? It's single A. Triple A is the bad one. Single A is the good one.
Yeah, single A is the lowest.
Wait, no. So
More A's is better.
More A's is better. Oh my God,
Well-
Zips is single A.
Well, I think it's even lower than that, because they used to be an affiliate of
It's
the
like-
Colorado Rockies, but now they have no affiliate, and they're just a minor league baseball club.
The Zips, no.
Go Zips. I played my brother on NCAA 12 with the Akron Zips. He was Ohio State. We played 15-minute quarters. That boy was up 101 to 76.
Well, that's user
Wait,
error.
101 to 76?
That
How
could
the
only
Zips
be your
score
fault. You're
76?
misusing the excellent team of the Akron Zips.
He was okay. My best player on the Akron Zips was 65 overall, though, so I was doing
You
what
do-
I could with what I had.
I am stunned you scored 76 points.
Yeah, I just kept throwing the ball. I usually run the ball, but I couldn't run for shit against the Ohio State defense.
Yeah,
So I just
why
kept airing it out deep.
Are they good or something?
No,
Yeah,
before we go
apparently.
too far from baseball, I wanted one of my. It's not a conspiracy theory, just a thing I keep yelling. I guess I don't think baseball is a sport. It's a game that deserves a major league, but it doesn't feel like a sport to me. There's so much standing around and weird shit keeps happening.
It's a pastime.
Okay, but the focus and timing it takes to actually hit a major league pitch.
It's a skill, like plumbing.
It's usually tough. I don't disagree with that, but just the game of baseball feels too slow.
It's the world.
You're hanging out in the field half the time.
It's the World
Okay, that's
Series.
why I
of-
love hockey. They're flying around.
Oh my God! I love rugby, but I'm not allowed to say that in America because there's no breaks. Because they don't build it around commercials. They're like, no, this is a game. Commercials can eat a cock, and that's why
Which is why
hockey.
My
I
brother
hate
played
soccer.
club rugby at Purdue.
Hey, I played Purdue. We got our asses kicked.
Well,
I went to a private college, so it made sense.
Not like
Oh,
on
they
the
had
Purdue official
rugby.
team, but like a
No, yeah, we were
club
club.
of students. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a fun game. It's a great game. There's no fucking breaks. You don't break that many bones like you do in football. It's fucking awesome. It's not built for commercials.
well, it's the same thing with boxing gloves. Is that they started killing people once they started wearing boxing gloves because they could punch harder. You're not gonna, it can be a lot less targeting calls if you don't have a helmet to protect you.
Yeah. There are zero targeting calls if we're going to be super specific. I got clotheslined in a game once and the dude was out for 2 games. And I'm like, suck it, dude. That only broke a tooth. It's a fun game. I was going to say something about
It is.
baseball sucks. No, that doesn't feel like it.
No, with baseball is cool. It's just not quite a sport.
Oh, yeah. It's like the World Series of air conditioning repair. It deserves acknowledgement, and it's impressive how quick they can repair those air conditioning units.
And air
But-
conditioning is very important.
Very important.
Exactly.
And
I
I mean,
couldn't do
America was essentially founded on air conditioning, at least the Midwest.
Well, it was
wouldn't
founded on
exist.
slavery, but yeah,
You mean the original air conditioners?
stop it. They don't like politics.
Jesus.
We toned it down for you guys.
Oh, it's normally
No, it's
way worse.
okay. No, this is up my alley.
Listen to any of our episodes where we talk about 9/11 a lot. Our opinions will surprise you.
Hey, my dad was in the Pentagon on 9/11. What's up?
Really?
What? No way.
Yeah, we were living
He's
in Virginia.
okay,
Are you
right?
are you in a Pete Davidson
yeah, he's
situation?
Okay.
No, fuck no.
Was
I
he just
still make
in,
jokes about it.
was he in the other wing? I don't know how it's like it
He was,
built like a
he was on the
hospital.
opposite. Most of the people in the Pentagon were on the opposite end of the building because the area they hit was undergoing repairs.
Nice
So he
aim,
just heard a loud
terrorists.
explosion. And he was like, huh.
That literally is one of our opinions about 9/11 is that they did a shitty job of it, and you're proving it.
They should have known it was under construction.
Anyway, 9/11 was bad, just to be clear.
Oh yeah,
You should have done a flyby first and then circled back
You
around.
gotta look.
Exactly.
You gotta do some targeting. It's just
I mean, honestly, it's flying
They
planes
see a
into
roadwork
building.
sign, they're like, shit, we got to do another pass.
just hey, had it been me, I wouldn't. But if I were, I would have done a better job.
Literally, what did they teach you in Flying Planes into Buildings 101? Do a
Dude,
quick look.
the one thing I didn't know about 9/11 is those hijackers they went to flight school in Florida, and they told the flight instructors that they didn't need to learn how to land.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, I love that.
Oh my
And the flight
god!
It's not a red
instructors
flag.
reported it to the FBI and the CIA, and they said it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
It was.
So they fumbled the bag hard on that.
Oh,
my-
did they fumble the bag or did they want 9/11 to happen? I've been triggered.
It's a little bit of both, maybe. And my dad even confirmed it. He's like, "Oh yeah, the FBI and CIA knew." Like they're like, "Yeah, they told the flight instructors like we don't need to learn how to land. It's okay."
Oh my
If I told my flight instructor that, he would push me out of the plane.
and he'd be
Not that
right
I'm learning
to do
fly, but
it.
he'd be like, "Get the fuck out right now."
I was
Jump
like,
out.
wait, your flight instructor, like the one you actually have?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wish. I'm
we went-
scared. I love flying, but I can't fly a plane. Landings scare the shit out of me. I like taking off.
Well,
landings
I've got an
terrifying.
activity you can do that you don't need to
Yeah,
land.
you don't need to land. How do you like?
What's the activity? I'm listening.
How do you like
I'm gonna get
taking
on a
off?
watch list and not be able to fly next time.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
now
you're
they
on a
put
watch
you on
list
watch
already. If you've this Zoom call's not just
And
being
also-
recorded by us.
list.
You used to be able to bring pocket knives on planes then. Like there was literally no like you'd go
You
through
can bring
like
a gun. They don't give a
there
fuck.
was not even metal detectors for the planes. You just walk into the airport and board.
It was like a bus in the sky.
Back before America turned into
Yeah.
a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
Pussies who fly planes into buildings.
Was that us? Yeah, it was us.
Hmm?
America did 9/11.
Oh.
That's our newest.
Yeah.
I don't know, any other terrorist attacks
Have
you guys
you
want to talk
asked your
about? or
dad
just
about that?
general,
Have you asked?
I remember when the Boston
you know
bombing
that?
happened. I was at school and I used to sign up for those ESPN text notifications whenever something happened.
Mm-hmm.
So ESPN said X many injured after explosion at Boston Marathon. And I told my friends, I'm like, I feel like this is a terrorist. I'd be like, it was probably just a gas line explosion. Then when I was right, I was like, ha. And then I felt bad about being like, ha.
I told you it was a terrorist attack. Don't you
Like,
feel
neither,
stupid?
neither. I'm right. I was
Sorry
right, you're
about your
wrong.
cousin,
I'm
by the
telling
way.
Mom.
Also, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like E ESPN should have been the source you found out about that bombing from.
I found out about the
Just-
Boston bombing from ESPN.
That's just so we're
I was
clear.
at school eating lunch, watching movies on my laptop. And I'm like, yo, guys, there was a terrorist attack. And they're like, what?
Really fucked up the betting on who was going to win the Boston.
Yeah,
Marathon.
what's the what was the point spread?
Yeah, what
Did you
happens
win?
to the Vegas betting if there's a terrorist attack at an event? Like, does the
You
over
get
or
your
under
money back.
take?
Can you go to Vegas and place a bet that there will be a terrorist attack? And if you commit that terrorist attack, do they take the money away?
They keep the money. Yeah, they
Oh, 100% if you commit it, they take it away. But I'm sure you can bet on that. It's like
Bet-
a Deadpool with celebrities.
I bet that I
God.
will commit a terrorist attack. Is essentially what you're doing.
I'm basically fixing a boxing match, except instead of fixing who's going to win, I'm fixing the fact that the octagon explodes.
You're fixing who's gonna live.
Oh, God, that reminds me of the TV show Deadliest Warrior on Spike TV when they take two random,
so
like,
good.
that was so
Such a
good.
good
That
fucking
was
show.
such good TV.
Oh my
Then
god, it was-
Spike TV got canceled and they shut it down.
which is the biggest travesty since 9/11.
There's nothing
Dude,
for
I remember
dudes to
every
watch anymore.
Christmas
We
Eve-
watch G4 and Spike. How am I supposed to watch a show where they do the science of tits bouncing when women jog? Where else can I find that?
Nowhere. I remember every Christmas Eve, Spike TV would do a James Bond marathon, and I'd throw that shit on and watch it every time.
Hell yeah.
They do all the old Bond movies.
Did you say every Christmas?
Yeah, every Christmas they do
What the
Bond movie
fuck?
marathons. Yeah, they do GoldenEye. They do all those movies.
Not even Die Hard. I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
that's a great way to not talk to your family.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I will take that to my grave.
well, your grave is coming, man.
Well,
Everyone
hear
knows
me
Die
out.
Hard's a Christmas movie.
I know, but
It
just
happens
anybody
at
who
a
mentions
Christmas
it.
party. There's Christmas music. There's Christmas themes. There's a Grinch, Hans Gruber. It's
that is not
That's
a
the
take.
Hear me out.
best take.
If the Grinch didn't take place at Christmas, or if Home Alone didn't take place at Christmas, that wouldn't be a Christmas movie either. So
I don't think it is.
by that logic,
No, I have heard before that the Die Hard is a Christmas movie. That's old hat.
oh, 100%.
Hans Gruber is the Grinch. That's
He's
brilliant.
pretty great. That's pretty awesome. You're
Cindy,
a
I
mean
tweeted that
one.
once, and everyone started coming for my neck, and I was like, "Really? You guys are a bunch of pussies."
You're a
Cindy
mean
Lou
one.
Who will not be joining us for the rest of her life.
I was gonna go with "You're a mean one." White Germans.
Mr. Grinch. Oh,
Would you like a glass of water, Mr. Takagi?
when the guy who snitches on John McClane, he's like, "Yeah, can I get a Coke?" And then they blow his brains out. They're like, "Oh, buddy, old pal Hans." You know how long it took me to realize Hans Gruber was Snape from Harry Potter?
It's a while.
I just now did.
Really.
Yeah, no idea.
It's the same actor.
Damn. You did a good
He
job.
looks younger as Snape.
I know, right?
He did. Yeah, he did look
Well,
good.
in the first one.
He was so smooth and greasy.
Just like a German would be. Smooth and crazy. God, it's so much fun to be racist against.
Uh-oh, my ex-girlfriend's yelling at me.
Don't talk to
Are
her.
you too smooth and greasy?
What, did you recently break up with her? Should you be crying?
Oh,
right
no,
now?
we broke up like 2 months ago, and then we've been talking about fixing things.
Oh, Lord, dude.
Ask her what she thinks about 9/11.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't live in the U.S. until after 9/11, so.
Suspicious. Is this why you broke up?
She's from Honduras. Her dad worked at the U.S. Embassy, and her
Oh, no, is
mom
that a
met her dad
terroristy one?
there.
Is Honduras one of the ones that America did awful things to, and now they have terrorists?
I'm going to stop you right there. Everywhere.
I don't know. One second. I'm at the car wash, so I'm going to mute this for a minute. All right, good. Can I get an ultimate, please? With the new car.
Then
smell.
he
Wait, did he
doesn't
mute-
mute it.
Did he just mute us and he can't hear us?
on any vehicle,
Would you
they
hit
never
mute
expire and today
on
will be
him?
free.
I want to listen.
No, thank,
You can mute him since we're the host.
no, thank you.
There we
Bring
go.
it back later.
What a great co-host you have.
Oh, I thought that was good content.
I was fine to listen to the car wash. I was.
I wanted to hear a whoosh whoosh for a while. That'd been great.
Well, he'd have to turn the camera on so we can see if he got the rainbow soap or not.
He definitely did. Come on. What do you think? He's a child?
I don't
You
know
got
what
the ultimate.
I don't know what kind of poverty's going on in Idaho.
Ultimate is rainbow soap, not homeless man with squeegee. So how'd No Context college football get started?
A few years ago, Joe randomly DM'd me and was like, "Do you know about these no context pages?" And I didn't have a clue what he was talking about. And then he said he wanted to do a college football one. I was like, "All right, sure." He said I was the only person that watches more college football than I don't know anybody. So he was like, "I need you to help me run this." And then we started a few weeks later, and it took off immediately.
Nice.
It's a great account. We share it at work all the time. I remember watching both of the playoff games this year, and just basically watching you guys live tweet.
It's pretty great.
I still think the best
Some
one.
very
is,
good moments.
The best one is that when Trey Sermon tried to sneak that couple extra yards, and he got that side eye at the camera.
Yeah. That's a
Oh,
great
I was
one.
on mute the whole time I was talking. I was talking, and I thought you guys just cut me off.
Well, you said you muted, and I think you muted us and not you. So
So I got the idea a few years ago. I was going through my old iCloud library, and I saw a bunch of surrender cobras I had. I'm like, I have a lot of these. I wonder if I could make an account of just college football reaction photos. So then I DM'd Liam yo, I have an idea. And then my friend Sam Schwartzstein, he was Andrew Luck's center at Stanford.
Yeah.
He told me he helped support it, and then Barstool Big Cat, Dave Katz followed us back almost the second day we made the account.
Damn.
We had no followers then,
That
and
was
he really
nuts.
helped us take off.
Wow.
and
When
look
he-
at you now,
Barstool
implicated in this
following us
illegal
was a
podcast.
huge help.
So is there a no context college basketball,
Yeah, and-
no context college, all that?
There's the college
there
baseball
are
and
other
college basketball.
accounts. We're not affiliated with
We,
them, but we support them and stuff.
I
Well,
think it'd
we
be a
had
lot
our own
cooler if you
college
guys had beef
basketball,
with
but
them.
We stopped using it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
made a
I
college
tried to do the
basketball.
college basketball. Yeah, I tried to do the college basketball one, and then I got really upset at how difficult it was to get like streams up for all these obscure games that I'm trying to like I'm trying to get Campbell and I don't know Winthrop screenshots of a surrender cobra or something, and the stream won't work, and that would just happen day after day after day. So I got annoyed and couldn't do that account.
If my signal cuts out while I'm in the car wash, I apologize.
Hey, did you get the fancy soap? Did you get the rainbow soap?
I don't know. I did the premium and I did the new car smell.
Nice.
Premium sounds like it might be rainbow.
I think premium's rainbow. But we started we work at the Big Ten Network, and my only job is cutting down basketball games. So if you ever need a really good screenshot, yo.
We know someone who runs the no context basketball. We could hook you guys up.
Yeah.
Not strictly
I don't know
legal,
what
but
the
sure.
person's at is, but we know the account.
Yeah, no. Please do.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we can just have them on the podcast.
No, hold on. I think we're really overlooking something here, which is that you guys start another no context college basketball one, and we do a hostile takeover of theirs, and we get us and everybody on the podcast network that we're in to all dogpile on reporting that account or something. I just want to start a war
The
online.
big
Oh well,
cut out.
Signal went out.
There he goes.
The big, I remember I was on the account once, and you know how it used to like pop up with so and so followed you back?
Yeah.
It said Scott Van Pelt followed you back, and I was like, what the fuck? The Scott Van Pelt follow is my favorite follow we have. Him or Dave Pash.
I agree.
It's fucking great. I mean, Barstool
Like, I
following you
agree.
back really quick is good.
We don't have any big
Well, Dave did.
no because
All
we're
of our
big in
school guys.
Australia. We have one of the bigger podcasts in Australia following us.
Yeah, we're the biggest. We're owned by the biggest comedy improv podcast in Australia. So the Bad Boys Media Company. That's us.
Sounds like a porn.
That's big time.
Well, everything's porn in Australia, even the koalas.
They do make us pose topless. And the amount of feet pics we got to send is, frankly, I think it's getting to be too much.
It's honestly just
I
time
love-
consuming.
I love Australia, but I could never go there. Like the size of the spiders they have
Yep,
there.
fuck
Like
that.
they're in South America. That's a no-no for me. Everything in Australia will kill you.
No.
Snakes, spiders, sharks, gators,
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
lions.
Tigers, bears, oh my.
Kangaroos.
Well, the bears won't kill you
Yeah,
until they get Justin Fields.
Kangaroo jack will shoot your fucking head off.
Yeah, no, they like box and use their tails and shit. I don't want to. We have to go because apparently we're gonna go
Do a
do
tour.
shows with our.
Australian
Oh,
brethren.
podcast.
That would be cool though to visit Australia.
No, I don't want
That
to
would
go.
be
There's
cool.
fucked up animals. I'm gonna be in the hotel room the whole time, and I bet there's spiders in there too.
But I love fucked up animals.
You only got to worry about the funnel web. That thing's big and venomous.
Capybaras are in Australia.
Are there capybaras in Australia?
Yeah.
Capybaras are some of my favorite animals.
They are in Australia.
Nobly lazy.
They're just tiny.
I was watching TikTok the other day, and this dude had all these animals. Like he had a bison, he had baby black bears, and then he had 2 pet grizzly bears. I'm like, sir, what are you doing with
Jesus
pet grizzly bears?
Christ.
Are you trying to die?
He's trying to be Winnie the Pooh or Christopher Robinson.
And he would
There's
pop
right.
the bear on the nose with his finger, and the bear would just lick him. And I'm like, are you trying to get eaten?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no, well, the last time a guy tried to make friends with bears, he totally didn't get publicly eaten.
Oh yeah, but this bear's in a cage, and he's just sticking his hand through. It's not like it was Grizzly Man where he lived amongst the bears.
He had a bear girlfriend. It was
He's
great.
still tempting fate. Well, you can do that much more safely. But
Yeah, no, it's
That's the
something.
fans getting loud.
The you guys saw Tiger King, right? Or did they not get that in Idaho?
No, we got Tiger King. I watched that
Just
shit
fucking
one
not
day.
an Idaho slander.
We just shit on anywhere
we
that's not a
don't
major
get
city.
it in Vegas.
I don't live in America. I live in Idaho.
Nice. You're in Vegas, Liam?
Yeah,
And you don't
and
drink?
did not watch
SoCal.
Tiger King.
I thought you lived in
No,
SoCal.
I was born in LA and then I moved to Vegas when I was like 5 or 6. And then a few years ago, I was living between Vegas and LA, but now I'm back here.
Nice. And
I don't think he needs to watch Tiger King. He's got Vegas going on around him.
Yeah, really. He's got Siegfried and Roy. Why do you need Tiger King?
Aren't they? Didn't they get eaten?
Yeah.
Nice.
A little bit eaten. Tad bit eaten.
What's it like having prostitution out there?
That's why he doesn't drink. He's got prostitution.
That is why he doesn't drink. He's got other
You don't need
vices.
to drink if you
Wait,
get
so
laid all
that's
the time.
legal? That's legal in Nevada?
Yeah.
Not in Vegas, but in everywhere else, I believe. Yeah.
No, we go to all the brothels.
That's
Yeah.
all I bet on when I
Yeah,
go to
there
Vegas.
Bet on brothels.
There was
Yeah.
that Lamar
I should've brought
Odom
head
story.
phones.
Oh, what Lamar Odom story?
The one where
I should have
he,
brought headphones.
I don't, dang it, I remember it too vaguely.
Just lie.
I don't know, it was a few years ago.
I'm guessing the gist is that Lamar Odom had sex with a prostitute.
And then
In 2015, he suffered a near fatal overdose after spending 4 days drinking and taking drugs at a Vegas brothel.
oh
Hey,
my
Come on now.
god.
Near fatal. So he's fine.
That is
Sounds like a good story.
Se-
amazing.
several heart attacks, 12 strokes, and suffered kidney failure in the aftermath.
What a king.
You have to beat up 12 strokes.
About 4 days worth of prostitutes and cocaine and other drugs.
And that's what you bet on. You get an over/under on the number of heart attacks and strokes the guy's gonna have.
he was trying to fix the amount of heart attacks and strokes he was going to have. That's
He's trying to get his numbers up, rookie numbers.
Yeah. He's like, if I could do 12 completions in the game, I could do 12 strokes in 4 days.
Something completions in a brothel. I'm tired. I've just done 2 hours of content, and all I can say is that kind of sounds like calm.
12 strokes and 2 completions.
Hey,
That's 6 strokes per completion. It sounds like the inside of a car wash.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah, I'm inside now because outside's really loud.
Well, while you're doing that, linktr.ee/it's just bits. If you literally just Google it's just bits, it's the easiest thing. I think we come up on fucking Bing, but check out it's just bits wherever you can find
I
it.
forgot Bing existed.
Bing?
Yeah, I forgot it existed.
Bing is only still around because of porn, by the way.
It is better for porn. Yeah.
Because it doesn't Google
Yeah, no,
like you want. Sounds like you didn't forget
I
that
think
it
you
existed.
remember Bing existed.
You remember it almost
I
every
remember
day.
what I used to use Bing for. That's what happened.
No, but yeah,
I
Google
used
will.
to use that at school.
Yeah, because Bing's like, well, we can be good for porn or not a search engine. And Internet Explorer is like, we'll just not be a search engine. And Bing is like, not on our watch. You're going to see
Internet
exactly what-
Explorer is the most useless thing there is.
Well, no, because it lets you download Google, Chrome, Firefox, and Bing.
What's for?
Yeah, that's what it's
Wait,
for.
what? I didn't know that.
You,
That's how you have to use Internet Explorer to go navigate to wherever you download Google.
yeah.
These were hilarious jokes on like
20
iFunny in 2013.
Yeah, really. God, we're doing the OG memes, like the R.L. Stein girl.
R.L. Stein girl.
Goosebumps? The Goosebumps girl?
I get those goosebumps every time.
That
Well,
I
so-
read R.L. Stein.
All right, you guys want to do some more plugs? You can plug your, other than the No Context college football account. Well, like, what's your
Which
favorite?
sounds like it's
We
doing
have a
fine.
TikTok under the same name, No
There you go.
Context CFB.
Okay, and that Pornhub account is run by you guys, right?
No context.
Yeah, No Context Pornhub's us.
No
It's not actually
context. Cum face butts. That's what I got. CFP.
There was a dude in here who was listening to me, and he just looked at me and walked out. We were talking about cum butts because it's on speaker.
It's not my fault. You knew about this. Nobody made you.
No, I
cook
know.
it.
I was enjoying it. He's driving off in his Chrysler now.
Oh, a Chrysler. Chrysler
Give out
guys
the-
always hate bukkake.
Give out his license plate so we can go get him.
We're not. Don't do that.
No context.
He doesn't have a license plate. It's a brand new Chrysler.
What?
Okay, now tell us
Now
how
we
to find
get
this
him.
guy.
No context. Beating the shit out of Chrysler guys. That's the new.
For being
No
annoyed that we were
context.
talking about
Breaking
cum
my
so loud.
pinky, punching the fridge.
It's not no context. There's a bunch of context, and it sucked.
No context. Being a drunk asshole.
There it is. That's the one. I do that a lot.
Actually,
That could actually do well on Twitter.
Yeah, where is that?
Just no
account?
context photo videos of drunk dudes being assholes.
We call dibs. You can't do it.
Dibs.
You guys can do that. I'm fine with that.
Oh, he's letting us have it.
Oh well, now it's not as fun.
Now I don't want it.
It's not as fun. You're being nice.
But y'all could get in so much beef with other accounts with that, like you've been looking for.
I
Yeah,
do
like
beef.
you guys. You're the first one.
No kidding.
I'm gonna get crazy
Yeah.
drunk and just tweet and that. Oh wait, no, it's just my account. It's just my Twitter account.
Stanford
already.
Athletics followed us back, and now I'm like scared to post anything anti-Stanford.
You gotta, man. You gotta.
I know I do.
Do y'all know Brett McMurphy?
No.
No.
Yeah, I used to like his
Uh,
takes because he'd always like ranked Stanford really high, but his takes have been dog shit lately.
Is he a sports?
Well,
announcer?
he had beef with us. He had beef with us one night and went after.
Oh yeah,
us.
he did.
Well,
He's
he's
like
so
a Fox
weird
Sports
for that.
writer and an AP voter for college football. He had beef with us.
About what?
Because we happened. Do you know the? There's this picture of a fan at Pac-12 game. And it's a phone. And it says Pac-12 refs missed call, missed call, missed call, blah blah blah.
Oh,
So we
nice.
posted that, and apparently he posted it at like the exact same time.
Huh.
And he was like, y'all, he got mad at us for stealing his content.
But he
and
stole it. If you,
DM
He can
does.
suck my dick.
yeah, if you
You hear that,
both
He
Brett?
posted
Fuck
tweeted
this
that
guy.
picture like 18 times.
if
He
you
tweeted that picture like 18 times. He goes, quotes our tweet, DMs us, replies to our tweet, makes
He
us
didn't-
delete
I know.
the
I got the
tweet.
notification.
Blocks
It said
us,
Brett McMurphy
unfollows
DM'd you, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
he didn't. I mean, he knows that he found that on iFunny and then tweeted it. He's got to know,
I think he probably found it on their page.
or something like that. He's
Yeah,
got to
probably.
know.
We've tweeted it like 30 times.
He's got to know that
He
he's
literally
just an
looks like the creepy uncle.
idiot. I mean, if he didn't personally make that tweet, then he's got to know that he's just being an idiot.
I mean, Brett McMurphy, new canon for It's Just Bitch. We also hate that guy.
We hate a lot of people.
The city of New York.
All right, my car is ready.
All right. Well, we are about at time anyway here. So if you need to focus on your car,
And
No, I'm good, man. I can keep going.
all right, we'll keep going
Thank
until we
you.
run out of steam. Which, judging by, oh, you're out. Okay,
I'm out.
All right, cool. Well, I think we'll just call it anyways. We'll do
We're
this
at an
again
hour.
sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah, no, you guys were great. I had a blast talking to you guys. We'd love to be back on again soon.
yeah, next time we'll just do 9/11 jokes though. So be ready.
So and you know,
Okay, I'll watch Family Guy and prepare.
load up some spicy ones.
Yeah,
And by the way,
talk
if
to
you
your
want to
dad for a
pretend,
while.
if you want to tell the audience that your dad did die, so you can get a little bit more cred behind your jokes,
We
we're fine
will
with that. We'll
kill
lie
your
along
dad.
with
Just
he will. I was just gonna lie.
Still works for the government, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, never mind. I will not ever kill your father.
Or do anything illegal.
Oh, this is gonna
Ever.
take
Yeah.
it down for sure. Okay.
Don't show your
And there
dad
was
any of
that,
it.
in like 2017 when the Chinese government military like hacked all of our files and they got, information on everyone with security clearances. Apparently, my dad told us, he's like, by the way, the Chinese government knows about you and your brother. And I was like, what?
Jesus.
I was like, they have files on me and my brother. I'm like, so I'm excited. Like, yeah, we're going to get kidnapped and they're going to use us against our dad.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
See that now I'm very happy about this
I know.
blossoming relationship between us. I would love to be involved in that news story.
I'm just saying, just going out on a limb here. I think there are bigger fish to fry.
I don't know who his dad is.
Yeah.
He does have a top secret clearance, so.
Oh well.
And his name's Rourke, and Irish guys tend to go high in the intelligence community.
He's not in the military, but he works for a national lab.
Oh, okay. So he's
He works with-
creating the next atom bomb.
He's an engineer. He's a senior engineer. He develops ways to protect our nuclear weapons. That's all I know about his job.
Protect nuclear weapons.
like transports, how we
Oh,
house
okay,
them,
okay. I thought he was like,
security. He's been doing it for like 30 years.
I imagined your dad with an AR-15 standing in front of a bomb, just like nobody move.
No, he works at a desk. He's the brain.
Oh,
Okay, well,
nice.
for next time, I'm going to need you to know a lot more about that because President G,
That's
the
all I
guys that
know.
run our
My
podcast
mom-
network want to know more.
My mom doesn't even know what he does more than that. Like, he can't tell us. Like, he
That's-
can't talk about it.
Your dad had to get so laid in college using that. Jesus, I would tell you, but I'd have to kill
He
you.
went to Stanford. He went to Stanford. He was in the Stanford band, so I'm sure he did all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah, in the Stanford band, not
They
now.
burnt. So you guys were talking shit about Michigan. So he was there the year we beat Ohio State and Michigan in the Rose Bowl in the 70s.
Nice.
The Stanford band stole the Michigan Rose Bowl parade banner. It's like 50 feet long. They
Nice.
still fucking have that banner that they stole from Michigan.
Hell yeah. Take that, Michigan, you fucking assholes.
Hire a new coach.
Yeah.
Michigan?
He also lost his
Basketball.
shoelaces. So for the Rose Bowl parade, since he lost his shoelaces, he painted his feet white to match the white shoes of the other band members.
How do you lose your shoelaces?
I don't know. He was in the Stanford
You're
band. They
trying
do
to
all
hang
kinds of
yourself.
crazy
You
shit.
forget to restrain.
Did your dad go to jail the night before and they took his shoelaces?
I don't know. There's some wild stories, though, I've heard.
Damn. I never thought bad people were
His
cool until I
roommate-
heard.
He did a year in Germany, and his roommate in Germany accidentally killed himself while drunk.
How do you?
Well, hey, you
So
must feel
those
better now.
tall
Connor.
fences, those
Yeah.
fences with like the spears in the end. His roommate tried to jump over that, and he slipped and
Oh.
impaled himself.
Oh my God. Gee, I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like he threw up and drowned on his own vomit peacefully in his sleep.
No,
But no,
impaling.
he fucking Scorpion performed a finishing move on that asshole. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Jesus Christ, Dad, what is your college life?
What's his life then and now? What did your dad do
Oh,
in
now
high
it's
school?
like that.
Join MI6? What the fuck?
Probably, I don't know. He's probably like a CIA agent. Oh,
He's like, oh, I can tell you even less about my high school experience than I can about now. What the fuck? What did you do in high school? All right.
yeah.
Well, I'm tired, and we need to
All
post
right.
these episodes and shit. But yeah, let's do this again
It's great having
sometimes.
you guys on. We will definitely have you back.
Yeah, and hook us
Oh,
up.
dude, we love being on with you guys. This was. I was a little nervous at first, but this is fun.
No, we're cool.
So yeah, you guys are.
And don't forget to hook us up with the No Context College basketball people. We'll try and get like a whole series going with the No Context folks because everybody
Okay, we'll
seems
send
cool.
you their at.
All right,
Yeah,
sick.
nice.
We'll tell them you sent us, and then send them a Brad Pitt's
I'll
wife's
DM
head.
them too and give them a heads up about you guys.
Much appreciated. Cool.
Yes.
Of
Thanks for us.
All right. linktr.ee/it's just bits. You can check them out at No Context College Football. I bet they pop up everywhere. Just like if you Google or Bing us, it's just bits. We pop up everywhere. Got a live show this
At no
Saturday.
context CFB, by the way. Isn't
At
that
No Context CFB on Twitter. Get a live show this Saturday. Come check it out. It's at the Lincoln Lodge in Chicago. Limited seating, 20 max. So get your tickets now. Bye, everybody.